slowly changing how the construction business is being done. I've had a lot of calls from my friends and other people who can now just probably have some location of their materials, or even some professionals just a click away from their phone. It has actually made the business very easy in terms of procuring, especially for the contractors or even for the fixtures for the professionals themselves. I would say it has really made things easier in terms of operation. People, sometimes back, they used to go very long distance. You could do like even 40 kilometers to get some things that are just close near you. So you can just check in and see what is just close to you.
Right. And so those who are tech savvy and they have smartphones are able to just click onto your website and they're able to order for construction, hardware, materials or products and even services. Talk to us a bit how it works, especially from the back end for you, because we know for those who usually use other e-commerce platforms like Amazon, they have to order and wait for some time before their products are delivered. How do you source so that you're able to deliver the requested products online?
First of all, our model we've started with the listing bit. What we want to do is, first of all, our model is to connect the clients. Like today, I want to connect, if you're looking for say, for example, tiles. We have a lot of merchants who stock their tiles within our portal. So what clients have, they can now compare tiles. But in the next move, we are having some limited partnerships with some merchants who now want their things literally sold online. You can actually buy. We have a platform. We have some partnerships with iPay people that you can now actually buy, and the money goes to the merchant side directly. But we have not rolled out that. We are actually in the process of trying to test with some of the few merchants, so that ideally we'll sign partnerships with some of the merchants who would want their clients buy things online. Construction is a bit sensitive, according to the research we've done. People sometimes need to feel, probably you're buying a door, you need to feel, to have a look. But for people who are buying now things they bought previously, they feel a bit more comfortable buying it. So what we are doing for now, we just trying to open up the whole construction part, just to put it like the way you have it on your mobile phone. So literally there is no much sales like in buying, but at least you can just get like every other thing. It's a dedicated place that you can just buy every other thing in construction, but we are in that process.
Right. And you speak of the construction sector being sensitive. Of course, the numbers are agreeing with you in some way. You know, we've seen Kenya's real estate sector registering a decline in performance in 2018, the year just ended 2018. This particular decline was actually attributed to the demand, which was slowed when on the demand side amid a growing supply of the construction or the housing side. How did this, or how would this affect your business or the model of your business? Would it even hamper it or not?
Not exactly. From where I see it, I think, you know, there are so many elements in terms of construction. I look at it from the point, like, after now the actual construction itself, there is now, in Nairobi especially, and in Kenya, people are now into very good finishes. I'm just from visiting a friend who's done a very nice office. Well, after buying, fine, most of these corporate people want to have some very nice finishes in their offices. They're doing just fit out. So we may say the general construction, the big, mostly, let me say, like the office blocks and apartments might have a slowdown, but the common now small businesses, corporate fit outs are really increasing. I've just talked with a friend of mine, and that demand is still there. But the other one, well, still, as the government is concentrating on now doing housing for the larger part of the population in Nairobi, which they have still not met, I think the demand will still be there.
But demand will still be there.
The other side,
and so how do you plug yourself, or how do you plan to plug yourself into the Big Four agenda of President Uhuru Kenyatta, which actually lists housing as one of the top 4 agendas in this particular case?
No, we are in the process of trying to establish some partnerships with people like National Construction Authority. We want to run campaigns in terms of to sensitize people on how cheap can your house be. how materials. Remember we are displaying and we are listing all these materials online. Like the other day, we met with some Koto people who are trying to show people the alternative ways of trying to make houses cheaper. So we really want, I think it's upon us now to give as much information as possible to the client, because WaziMart is not just a place you just come and buy and leave. It's actually very informative. You'll be surprised. The time I left campus myself, I didn't know about materials. And once you get in, you know how materials come. They come in what sizes they want. We want to do enough education to public so that they can do they can choose wisely. So in that, we are looking up for partnerships in the same to make people understand, and know the kind of finishes, because some of these people, they want to use these finishes, but they don't even know they exist. So we're just opening it up to them.
Right. Before I let you go, e-commerce is growing, and of course in leaps and bounds. Every day people are innovating, coming up with different products, and of course just a click away from the clients. And so in your opinion, how does the future of e-commerce look like for you from where you sit?
From where I sit, I think the uptake has not been really that good, especially in construction. I've been speaking with a few friends here and there, but the uptake, it's growing very slowly. I'll surprise you. The first time we started, we didn't even have a click. But I think the last time I checked with my IT guys, we have almost 1,000, more than I think 2,000 people listed, 1,500 to be very precise. People are calling every day. People want, even some people who are not, they're not so well versed with the technology. They are calling. They want to know how they want to put their things. So I think the demand is growing, and since we are not retrogressing, I would say it's just the way to go. In future, that is how things are going to be operating. Like the other day, we've had few people purchase. Remember, in our portal, you can also purchase bid bonds. If you're bidding for maybe for a government project, for a private project, we partnered with credit bank people. So there's that demand. People, in fact, there's a demand we also never expected.